on the safety video. That's someone else. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to be your host for today as we're going to take you on a culinary journey. Now, before we get sailing, of course, we would like to let you all know that this is a special day because this commemorates the start of our 10th anniversary celebrations. And we're starting in style. This exclusive 2-night cruise to Malacca is elevated with a very special guest. Can anyone guess who it is? Yes, we have someone who has taken the culinary journey the world by storm and known to many of you as Chef French Papa from Netflix's Culinary Class Wars, Chef Tommie Lee. But before we bring him out, we have one special person close to our hearts who would like to come and say a few words. So without any further ado, Mr. Michael Goh, the president of Star Dream Cruises, please take the stage.
So thank you, Colin. And I think firstly, good afternoon to everyone. And it's so happy to see all of you here. And it's really an honor for you to actually come on board the Genting train. So in fact, this year is our 10th anniversary of Star Dream Cruises. And to start off with the 10-year, with actually leading couple of very exciting programs that actually on board for 2026. Obviously, I think today we have French Papa, Chef Tommie, who's going to join us today, and who's going to let us actually sample his culinary skill. But of course, I think the celebration is not just for today. It's going for a period of 3 months. And then for us, for the 10th anniversary, besides culinary aspects, we also have the wellness, the MOT, which is coming in the month of July onward. And it is also a quarter of the celebrations on wellness and fitness. And then followed by the year end, we have a K-pop group that is coming on board our ship. And it's going to be a year full of celebrations. Now, for us to be in the 10 years of journey for Dream Cruises, obviously we'd like to thank our media friends, our trade partner, for supporting us all this year. And beside our trade partner, I also like to give a special thank to all our colleagues on board the ship who has been working very hard to serve our guests every day to give them a different experience. So we promise you it's going to be a journey that's full of excitement for year 2026. And thank you everyone. Do enjoy what we prepared for you.
Thank you. Set the stage for an incredible journey we have for our 10th anniversary. But now it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Are you ready to meet the star of today?
Yeah.
Please put your hands together as we welcome the one and only Chef Tommie Lee. Hello, hi there. I miss you too. It's great to have you here. Now, I believe this is your first time to Singapore.
Yes.
And your first time on the ship. So how are you enjoying it?
Hi guys, this is Tommie Lee. I'm so happy to here to celebrate 10th anniversary. I'm speaking Korean, and then she translate for me, okay?
Yeah.
싱가포르 처음 왔는데 너무 이제 3가지 정도가 좋았어요.
So this is my first time in Singapore, and there are 3 things that I'm really excited about. So for me, the food was really good. So I've arrived 2 days ago prior to this event, and I've gone to many places to try different kinds of foods.
음식 수준이 세계 수준, 세계 월드 클래스.
And the food that I've tasted were all world class, world level.
뭐 서비스, ingredient, 그다음에 skill, everything is very high level.
So whether it's the service level or the skill of the chefs or the ingredient quality, it's all really of a very high level.
그다음에 두 번째는 사람이었습니다.
And then the second part I really liked was the human part of it.
많은 인종의 사람들이 같이 모여서 너무너무 이렇게 민폐에서 잘 이렇게 같이 있는 것들이 너무 좋았고.
So it's so good and so nice to see all of the different races that we have in Singapore just mixing around with everyone.
그다음에 사람들이 다 너무 활기차고.
And everyone were, really like cheery, just enjoying.
다 잘생기고 이뻤다.
And everyone looked really handsome and really pretty.
Hey.
And also I want to talk about the sea.
어디서 보든 다 바다가 보이고 그래서 관광 지역으로는 많은 또 살로스.
So wherever I've been to in Singapore, I realized I can always view the sea from there. And then also because it's a very nice tourist destination and I really enjoyed it a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's really wonderful having Chef Lee on board. So a big thank you, Tommie, for coming on board.
Thank you.
Now, it's fantastic having you here because this is the start of our 10th celebration. And I think most of us have known that you were coming, all watched your TV series on Netflix, and you were the breakout star, the one that everybody fell in love with, and you won the heart. So a big thank you for coming here. Today's about the connection. It's the chef. It's the stories, the passion, and above all, the flavors. And that's what we're all going to get to experience today. But before we get to try the food, we might have some questions from our media.
Okay.
So if any of the media do have any questions, all you have to do, just put your hand in the air. Our colleagues will come round, give you a microphone. Please just say your name and who you're representing, and then Chef Tommie will answer the question. Does anyone have any questions for this superstar? Everyone's just waiting for the food. Yeah. Right, so while you're maybe thinking of a question, I have a question. Because I watched the show and really you're the one who touched the heart. So, what's been the most surprising change in your life since you were in the show?
저는 여전히 요리사고 그 다음에 여전히 요리하고 있지만 사실 넷플릭스가 이렇게까지 엄청나게 큰 영향력 있는 줄 촬영하고 난 다음에 알게 됐습니다.
So for me, after being on the show, I'm still a chef. I'm still cooking as what I've done before, so no change in that. But then what I found out after the show was the scale of influence that it had on the public.
방송이 끝나고 난 다음에 제가 저희 아이 이야기를 했고 그 아이 이야기를 듣고 정말로 전 세계 많은 사람들이 감동을 받고 저한테 DM, 이메일, 그리고 텍스트를 정말로 어마어마한 걸 받았어요.
So after the show, I did talk about the situation with my son, and then everyone also got touched by the whole story. And then I have received a lot of DMs or email, texts, and everything asking about stuff.
그것 때문에 제가 너무 많은 위로를 받았고.
And because of that, I felt really comforted by everyone.
다시 살아갈 수 있는 힘을 얻었고.
And also, receive the energy, the strength to keep on living on.
결국 이제 이렇게 또 좋은 곳에서 또 많은 분들 만날 수 있는 일들이 저한테 많이 일어나서.
And then it's also because of the entire experience, I was able to come here to a place like this and to other places too, but to meet a lot of different kind of people and talk about my experience.
이제 인생은 정말 모르는 것 같습니다.
So in life, you really don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, if you haven't watched Culinary Class Wars, please watch it because then you will really feel the emotion that you had. It's really heart-touching, so please everyone watch it if you haven't watched it already. Now, does anyone have any? Oh, now the questions start. Good.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Stella from Travel with Me Asia. I would like to ask, what's your first impression on board Dream Cruises?
제가 이제 크루즈는 저한테 처음인데 생각한 것보다 너무 커서 이제 많이 놀랬고요.
So this is my first time being on a cruise, and I was just shocked, really surprised at the scale of this ship, which is really, really huge.
제 엘리베이터를 탔는데 19층까지 있는 거와 충격이었다.
And when I got on when I was going to take the lift, I realized there was actually 19 stories, and I was really shocked by that.
그리고 이제 많은 인종들 그리고 많은 사람들이 손님이 갔지만 그 음식 그리고 많은 서비스 이런 것들이 거의 제가 묵었던 호텔 싱가포르 호텔보다 더 높아서 너무 만족스러웠어요.
And also it's not just that I've seen a lot of different races on the ship, but also there are just so many people, and then how all these people are being fed and everything. The scale of it just made me really impressed and surprised.
Thank you.
Hi, Tommie. This is Selva from Business Today. I've got two questions for you. One is with regards to who inspired you to become a chef and motivated you, or what was the inspiration? Where was the inspiration from? And how would you describe your culinary style? Is there a certain way of the type of dishes you cook? How would you describe, and how would you want the guests when they're eating your food, when they're tasting your food? What do you want them to experience?
That was a lot of questions in one question.
It's all related.
저희 어머니가 이제 일을 했어요. 학교 선생님이셨거든요.
So my mother actually worked as a school teacher.
그래서 그 집에서 그래서 요리를 바쁘기 때문에 아니라 요리를 해주지 못하셨어요.
And because she's a really busy person with work, so she wasn't able to cook for us at home.
근데 이제 제가 상해에서 이제 유학을 했을 때 그때 처음으로 이제 여러 가지 레스토랑을 가보면서 이제 셰프가 되고 싶다 이런 생각을 처음 했고.
So when I actually went abroad to study in the US, I did taste a lot of different kinds of amazing foods from different restaurants, and then that's when I decided that I think I want to become a chef.
근데 이제 셰프가 되고 파인다이닝 미슐랭 3스타 제임스 같은 레스토랑에서 계속 일을 했었어요.
And after I became a chef, I actually only kept on working in 2 and 3-star Michelin restaurants.
네, 결국 제가 알게 된 거는 제가 하고 싶은 요리는 좀 더 따뜻하고 또 좀 그런 좀 편안한 요리를 하고 싶다는 걸 알게 된 것 같아요.
And also after I've gone through that whole experience, I realized that I just want to cook food that isn't too complicated, and also something that's more of comfort style.
그래서 이제 비스트로를 오픈했고 서울에서 17년 전에.
That's why 17 years ago I actually opened a bistro in Korea, in Seoul.
결국 저는 이제 음식은 엄청난 힘이 있다고 생각합니다.
And I also believe a lot in the strength and power of food.
그래서 가장 좋은 음식은 집에서 먹는 음식, 그리고 집 같은 걸 느껴야 되는 건데 그거를 하기 위해서 그게 제 철학이고 여전히 가장 사람이 음식을 먹었을 때 좀 집을 느낄 수 있으면 좋겠다. 이게 제 철학입니다.
So my philosophy is that the best kind of food you can have is the kind of food that when you have it, you feel like you are at home. The very kind of homey comfort food. So
서비스, 음식, everything.
So whether it's talking about the quality of the food, the kind of food that gets served, and also the service quality, I want everything to feel like it, make you feel like it's at home.
결국은 우리가 집을 떠나서 이제 어머니를 떠나서 살고 있지만 항상 우리는 어머니가 해준 거를 그리워하고 그거를 찾고 그게 우리 이제 셰프들의 경쟁자 같은 거기 때문에 그렇게 되겠다.
And also, even though some of us, we had to leave our homes and be far away from our mom, who's usually the one who's cooking at home, he just wants to make it an experience where you can still feel your mother's love in the cooking.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does that answer? Perfect. Any other questions? Well, I think what would be good, just to follow up on your little question that you had there, would be if the chef could explain the menu, because the first, the third and the fifth dish is prepared by the chef, but no better way than for him to explain how he created it and the thoughts behind it. So if you could just explain your dishes, please.
먼저 이번 요리를 이제 콜라보레이트 하면서 이제 크루즈라는 걸 생각했었어요.
So for this collaboration, my main thought was about how are the dishes going to be suitable for this cruise.
그래서 고기보다는 이제 생선을 생각했었고,
So rather than meat from land, I have been thinking more about the seafood stuff.
그리고 제가 느꼈던 거는 싱가포르라는 이제 나라, 그리고 크루즈라는 걸 느꼈을 때 프랑스 이제 니스를 떠올랐어요.
When I look at a country like Singapore, I actually got reminded of Nice in France.
네, 그래서 두 가지 요리를 준비한 거는 이제 하나는 에스카르고 볼로방이었고 세 개. 예.
So for the first two hot dishes that we have on the menu, the first one is escargot bourbon.
첫 번째 에스카르고 볼로방은 그 원래는 이제 그 소라로 하고 싶었는데 에스카르고가 더 어울릴 것 같아서 했고, 근데 이제 이게 정통 프랑스 요리고요.
So this dish is actually a classic French dish, a traditional one. So initially I had wanted to use sea snails in the dish, but after much thought I actually decided to go with escargot because I thought it really fits the dish well.
두 번째 요리는 부야베스라는 요리입니다.
And the second dish is your bouillabaisse maison.
정말로 부야베스를 크루즈에서 먹었을 때 완성될 거라고 생각했어요.
And so I feel like the reason why I have this dish in here is because I feel like when you have it on the cruise, it gives you the entire, the full experience.
엄청 복잡하고 엄청 어렵고 기술이 많이 들어간 요리지만
So even though it's a dish that's really technical and it's not easy for just anyone to achieve,
먹었을 때는 이제 모든 게 다 합쳐져서 약간 어머니가 해주는 그런 어떤 따뜻한 국물이를 느끼고 싶고,
but the combination of the entire dish when you eat every single ingredient together, I feel like it's you can feel your like a mom's love in there.
네. 그리고 이 두 가지 메뉴 다 제가 넷플릭스에서 이제 그 하나씩 했던 요리이기 때문에 또 특별하다.
And I also feel like these two dishes are really special because they were the ones that I actually have prepared during my time in culinary class was too.
네. 그리고 마지막 초콜릿 무스는 좀 더 이제 복잡하게 아주 심플한 요리지만 좀 맛은 복잡하기 때문에 즐겨도 좋겠다.
Okay, and for the last, your dessert, the last dish, it's a chocolate mousse, which actually sounds really simple, but then it has also got really delicate and complicated flavors in it. So I hope that all of you can enjoy it.
좀 음식 잘 잘했습니다. 맛있게.
So we have all put in a lot of effort into the dishes and prepared everything really well. So I hope all of you can enjoy your time.
Thank you so much for coming. I think the only thing we can say now is we want to try. Yeah? So this is not going to be a rushed meal. This is a lovely meal that's been made from the heart, as you know, and a big thank you for that.
Absolutely.
So it's just going to be nice, slow pace. So just enjoy, talk between the courses, talk about the food, and just enjoy the experience. On behalf of Dream Cruises and of course Chef Tommie Lee, a big thank you and bon appetit!